Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Daniel from Fresno, California, and I'm welcoming you into my humble statue room where I have recently acquired the legendary beast Magneto Prestige Edition. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Chris for inviting me onto his channel to review this beautiful masterpiece, as well as Todd Johnson and his crew at Spec Fiction, where I acquired this piece. As you can probably tell from the statues in the room, I'm predominantly a DC fan, with my main focus being on Batman and his villains as well. I'd also like to point out that this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, and I have never known true cringe until I heard my voice for the first time. It came in two giant boxes, the first one being the statue itself with the base and all of the swap outs, and the second one is just a magnetic field by itself. I can't stress enough how much I really like the black straps on the white boxes instead of all of the tape that surrounds the Prime 1 pieces. From the moment I took it out of the box, I was very impressed with the reds that were on this figure, and apparently it just keys in one spot on the base. This is the face of sheer concentration and determination. I am not going to bore you with this part. It took me a very long time to put the cape in, but what ended up happening at the very end of the day is if you could put the base on the floor and you put the cape just right so that the pegs are in the holes, you have to wiggle it back and forth until you can get it in.
Hey, that's what she said.
Right there.
My unboxings are typically family events, and in this particular case, I had my 9-year-old help me because I knew there was going to be a lot of intricate parts to the satellite, and he wanted to be a part of it.
That little piece, and then that little piece.
This took us over half an hour to put together because there are no instructions inside the box, but what I was able to come up with is if you go to the XM video unboxing of the legendary beast Magneto, they will show you part for part where they go, and that was very helpful. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the part on video where I put the magnetic field on, but it is fairly simple. It's all outlined in the video that I provided. You just take parts of the base off, and you're able to slide the magnetic field right on. By my measurements, Magneto with the magnetic field came at a whopping 35 inches in width, 34.5 inches in height, and about 24 inches in depth, starting from the fingertips all the way to the back of the magnetic field. Now the base itself is very amazing. I believe the concept is very unique. It is comprised of a lot of intricacies and gadgets all throughout. You have different shades of copper, different elements of gold, and some shading of silver and metal all throughout. The battle damage in the front gives it a very, very beautiful look. For the figure itself, we start at the boots that have a brighter hue of purple with a metallic shine. The folds and texturing all throughout the suit were executed very beautifully, giving it a skin-tight appearance. And as for the shadowing, we have some heavy hues that make the red just pop. The underwear's okay. It's a duller purple color, but it matches the cape, and that is very true to the comics. His belt matches the vibrant metallic purples that we're seeing on his boots, as well as the metal that go around his gloves and his collar holding up his cape. The power engulfing his hand is created of a translucent material that is full of swirls and beautiful colors that complement the magnetic field surrounding him perfectly, bringing your eye from the outsides of the piece directly into the middle. My only harsh critique would have to be the protruding of the abs and the sternum, but that is not too noticeable unless it's seen from the side. The muscles are a little bit excessive, but I wouldn't have it any other way. They were executed beautifully. The Rage head sculpt is the most beautiful out of the four in my opinion. It has some glistening of the tongue and it has some enamel looking teeth. You have the portrait without the helmet that showcases his beautiful locks that he's very well known for. As you can see from the portraits, you can't go wrong. Each one of them has something to offer. The enamel on the teeth was done very well, and his hair strands were done almost individually. But one thing that I would really like to point out is the cherry color red that they used on the helmet. It is not seen anywhere else on the piece, and it really does add the cherry on top. I like how at a close range you're able to admire the wrinkles, the individual wrinkles that they put on Magneto's face. This is my second favorite pose, in which he's gritting his teeth and he has his palm facing upwards. It showcases the art from which it is derived. The flowing of the cape offers a lot of movement, which I think is very unique to this piece. The cape is made up of a slightly lighter material, and although it is kind of a duller purple, it has a lot to offer. It has a lot of designs on the back that you will probably never see. Now, when the lights bounce off the cape, the reflective properties of the magnetic field tend to give the cape an illusion of being multicolored, as shown here. Thank you guys so very much for watching my review. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I'm going to enjoy having them in my collection. If I had to give them a rating on the scale from 1 to 10, honestly, I would say it's a hard 10. Once again, thank you for watching, be well, and take care.